What's going on today? We're here with the new era released. I don't do a whole lot of new stuff, but we do have an era that is a big deal, so we'll work our way through this quickly. No headset today, it's gluing long story. Next era is the era of the Revenge of the Sith, which, we're not terribly shocked, right? It is the anniversary. We've got, the Jedi Vanguard stuff happening. It seemed pretty telegraphed that it might be a Jedi Temple raid, and that seems like where we're going, but we'll crack straight into it. We've gone, this is where the fun begins. Revenge of the Sith celebrating its 20th anniversary starting on April 8th, so we've just got about 11-ish days here. You'll begin your journey in the first episode of the era going after Darkside clones CC1119 Apo and CX2. So Apo was the clone, at least when you try to look it up, it seems like that is confirmed to be the clone that was like talking to Bail Organa on the bridge. That was like, it's time for you to leave. And he had the arrow on his head. CX2 is the assassin clone from Bad Batch, the ones that were being made alongside Crosshair that hunted Hunter and Omega and Tech and all that. So hunting the new Bad Batch crew. Then we've got two more Darkside clones. I would love to see Jesse, if they did Jesse. It has to be like 501st, realistically, unless they did like a Darkside Cody. Cody did defect later, so I don't know, but we could we could see Wolf. We could see any of the clones from Bad Batch easily make their way in here, or any of the Season 7 clones that are part of the 501st, or whatever else. And then two Jedi Vanguards. Only two Jedi Vans. I don't know if Quinlan fits the definition of Jedi Vanguard, but I would love to see Quinlan. Then I've heard a lot of people say Syndraulic. I didn't even know who that was until a few weeks, whenever we heard about Jocastas, when I first heard about him, I had no idea who that was. When I saw his picture, I recognized him from the shows, but I don't know. We'll see. We know who the legendary is, though, and we'll get there. Note, the four new Darkside clones are designed to thrive under Lord Vader's leadership. Lord Vader getting a whole new team. That's interesting. I don't know. So one of them is probably a tank, you have to imagine, or two of them. And you have to imagine they get the Empire tag, right? So that means they got to get the Empire tag, they got to get tank. We'll see. I don't know if it'll be enough to say Maul no longer belongs, right? So that would be interesting, though, if they got Maul separated from Lord Vader and he went purely to Mandos, and then this was the new Lord Vader team. That would be interesting. I would certainly maybe reevaluate his place on the board. All these characters require the end of the era to unlock the Jedi Vanguard leader. I will not play this 27-second clip. It's Mace Windu, legendary Vanguard Jedi Mace Windu. Honestly, fair enough. I think the reworked Mace we have in game is very strong. I think it's a very good character, but Mace is an iconic Star Wars character. He of the legendaries that could have been Jedi Vanguard, I think I'm pretty happy with that. So, yep, Mace Windu will be our Jedi Vanguard legendary. Notably, you do need all 6 marquees to unlock Mace Windu. Lord Vader raid, file name TBD. This is our Jedi Temple raid. Relive the harrowing events of Order 66, where Lord Vader, alongside his elite division, known as Vader's Fist, stormed the Jedi Temple. Players must race against time to attempt to rescue as many Jedi as possible from the onslaught. So this will be a mechanic-driven raid. While I don't have additional information to provide this time, the new raid will be open to these units. New Bad Batch squad. I'm not terribly surprised. It makes no sense thematically, but that makes sense because they have no reason to gear them or farm them or anything. So now it'll be like, hey, this is a new raid team. Farm this as it comes out, as they become farmable. And you should be able to farm them as they become farmable and gear them. So if you're just doing 1 refresh per, maybe 2, you can probably have them up and ready pretty shortly. They said June-ish for the new raid, so you'll have them up and going around at that time. Order 66 era characters. We have a lot of Order 66 era characters. Could be any of the 501st. It could be, except 5s, I suppose. It could be any of the Jedi. It could be I'm Gonna Die. It could be I'm Gonna Die in the Clone Wars. It could be Eth Koff. Could be Sidious. They didn't say light side or dark side. Could be Sidious. Could be Count Dooku. He was in Revenge of the Sith. But they did say Order 66. So I don't know. There's a lot of characters. Could be Plo Koon. Could be some Jedi overlap. Beck was in the temple on Order 66. So it could be a lot of overlap with some of the current Jedi that we have, whether that's Aayla Secura, for example, or Yoda. So a lot of options there, as well as transmission lost. Don't know if this is maybe just referring to the Mace Windu thing here that they put in that little transmission, or it could be an entirely different faction. But we obviously know that, you know, so they have to be rolling these dark side clones into Order 66 era characters. So this is kind of a question mark. Note, while Lord Vader is ideal for the leader for the dark side clone troopers, he himself will not be allowed in the raid. Big point at that. You do not need to rush Lord Vader for the raid. Grand Moff Tarkin will be receiving a rework in the upcoming release to bring him into relevance. So that is important to note that unlike Sidious and Maul, like for Naboo raid, where they just got special bonuses for Naboo, Tarkin is just straight up getting a rework. So that'll be cool. He will lead the dark side clones in the raid as well as a general for those who do not yet know Lord Vader. I want to say Tarkin is a requirement at a reasonably high rug level for Lord Vader himself as well. More information comes as we get closer to release. Now we have these era battles. Let's skip to the description of it first. What is an era battle? Era battles are similar to assault battles, but for a limited time, playable during and shortly after the associated era, requiring era obtained units. AKA, this is whale food. Maybe some of the lower tiers will be cool, but we'll see. I don't know if they're even going to have lower tiers. Era Battle 1, Nightfall. Execute Order 66. Enter the Jedi Temple with your dark side clone troopers and take on any Jedi who stand in your way. Era Battle 2, Crimes Against the Republic. Use the Jedi Vanguards from the era of Revenge of the Sith and arrest Darth Sidious or try to. So that'd probably be Mace, like ETH, you know, that kind of thing. But we'll see. But yeah, we already went through that. Episode shipment information. The only thing worth pointing out here is our focused datacrons will be Boba Fett, Sign of Django, Dr. Afra, Harrison Dula, and Zalbar. Everything else here is pretty stock standard. Yep, CX2 has a quest. So, yep, the first one will be Apu and then CX2. So, Apu first, and then CX2 2 weeks after Apu. So, on April 8th, April 9th, we'll get the marquee for Apu. So yeah, pretty short one, but just thought I would let you guys know all this. Great to finally get some information about the raid. I know that we have all been waiting for this for a super long time. People are getting burnt out on Naboo, so hopefully this gives you something to look forward to and start working towards, start gearing, start pumping those relic levels on like the new Bad Batch, for example, and just start hoarding gear for the rest of the Order 66 characters and kind of be ready for that. One of the better, I wouldn't mind if we got a Jedi Temple Captain Guard, Grand Inquisitor light side for one of these. I don't know. What do you guys think we got for the last two dark side clones and last two Jedi Vanguard? Just let me know in the comments. Without further ado, I'll see you in the next one.